Morning. You guys are going to laugh. I thought I hit the live button and started chatting, and I've been chatting now for about 5 minutes to no one. And I'm like looking at the chat going, why is no one reacting to me? And now I realize it why. It's because I wasn't live. So here I am live. Holy crap. I cannot believe I did that for 5 whole minutes. I'm an idiot. Wow. Let me know how I sound. I'm using a microphone that you can't see. It's an external mic. So let me know what is up, bloody boomer. I know, drink way too early. Good morning. Some of the things I was saying before when I thought I was live is the good part is I can redo all this and you'll never know. Stat Zero, hello. You are the first man in the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Val. AJ Tom is in his house. North Free in the house. There's a bunch of stuff I did see in the chat that I know nothing about. So I'm not even going to address it. I don't know anything about this Nassar cat and what's being talked about. So I'm not even going to address it. So there you go. That's my thought on that. Oh, Vouch, it's Graham, Nolan, Andy, Dan, Aaron, Billy, and Art. They do some great shows. Yes, we do. Everybody knows it. One of the things I was saying, give me a thumbs up. Oh, I sound crisper. Awesome. Well, I'm using this external mic. You can't see it, but it's right here. It's right here. Here, let's see if I do this. See that? That's the top of the pop filter. This is from my radio days, a microphone I had. So I thought, you know what? Let me dig it out. I have a tiny mixing board, so I plugged it into that. I think I sound better with my headphones on. So there you go. Guys, I did a little pet sitting over the weekend. So we had a beagle for 15 years. And last October, we had to put her down because she was just having breathing problems. And the vet said, better when you turn your head to the left. Are you saying turn my head left and cough? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Anyhow, so we had a beagle, 15 years old. She was fantastic. She was so cute, so loving. I know everybody says this about their dog, but this is our dog, and she was the best dog ever. So there. But no, she was great. She was kind. She was gentle. She was sweet. She was one of the smaller beagles. She only weighed about 22 pounds. And she was great. And when she turned 13, I did my reading and realized beagles last to 13 or 14. So we knew anything after 13, we were on thin ice with her in terms of her longevity, and her health started going down last year. And she always had a heart condition. So long story short, in October, we took her to the vet, and the vet advised for her, it'd be better if we put her to sleep. So we did. It was in October, almost a year. Time heals all wounds. We miss her to death, but we remember the good times we had with her. And, you know, we still have our cat. He's awesome. So there you have it. Well, over the weekend, our buddy Val, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Most dogs are amazing. Yep, it's true. You know, when you get a pet, dog, cat, whatever, you realize you're renting it. And what I mean is you realize that there is going to come that day of that heartbreak when you lose them, you know, because you will outlive your pet. Unless you get a pet when you're in your 80s, then you might have a shot. Or you get a turtle. If I got a turtle 20 years ago, that turtle wouldn't even be halfway through its life by now. So there is that. But I don't want a turtle. You can't hug a turtle. And turtles aren't fuzzy and cute. So there. I don't care if anybody says. So anyhow, over the weekend, my buddy Bud Root, I don't know if you guys know who Bud Root is. He's famous for Cave Woman, a book he's been doing for 25 years. He hasn't actually put out a new comic in a long time, but he still does commissions and stuff. Anyhow, he had to go out of town. he has a beagle that is about 11 months and 2 weeks old. It was like, can you pet sit over the weekend? And we said, of course we can. So we pet sit his beagle. Oh my God. That dog had so much energy. Good Lord. Any thought that my wife and I had of getting a new dog is out the window, because like grandparents say, when it comes to kids, when it comes to grandchildren, the best thing about having grandbabies is you can give them back after a few hours or days to the parents, and you get all the joy of babies without having to raise them. Well, we had that dog for 2 days over the weekend, and we got the joy out of it, and we got to give it back. And my wife had it all day yesterday because I was at a 1-day show yesterday and wasn't home. And I did pick up some comics. I'm going to show those on the stream tomorrow, because today's Red Sonja Claw, about to get there. And wow, I want to come home after the show yesterday and just chill out, but that dog was just all over the place. Great dog, but when Bud and his wife picked him up at about 10 o'clock, actually 10:30 last night, sorry to see him go, but at the same time, it was peaceful this morning. Bud Root draws fine-looking ladies. Yes, he does. Beagles are like 3 dogs compacted into one. Loud, too. They have special vocal cords. Oh, yes, they do. Yeah, you could do that. I wouldn't suggest it. Anyhow, one thing we got to talk about. We got to talk about First Man 2 learning curve. It is growing over the weekend. It's not growing as fast as God Killers, John Malin's new book. Holy crap. If I was wearing a hat, tip of the hat to Mr. Malin, crushing it. Less than 24 hours, or right around 24 hours of his campaign, he smacked 100K on that baby. So good for him. That is awesome. I just backed it because I did have a busy weekend. So I backed it just now. I think the pages of art he shows looks fantastic. I love John Malin's design when it comes to drawing and his page layouts. So I'm looking forward to the book. But let's talk about First Man 2 Learning Curve. Guys, if you like God Killer, you will like First Man 2 Learning Curve. I know I'm preaching to the choir with you guys. You guys have already backed it, but let's just spread the love. That's for sure. North says, Val Schnitzel, Andy, no for sure. Just avoiding. It's true. I like to avoid the controversy. So anyhow, we got this right here. Let's back it. Instead of playing the video that lasts a while, you know what? I'm just going to jam with this one.
You can kick him off to the space. It's back on Earth. Now he's looking to save the world from the foundation. Sure, he had help before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's come for as a done. He'll do it. You'll be there. You'll be there. First Man 2. First Man 2. Learning.
Guys, I don't know why there's an echo. I've got headphones in. It's only playing through my headphones. So I have no idea. Yet it is a great bar he raised. Malin drinking on his opening stream was great. Was more honest, blunt than usual. That's cool. I need to talk Bud Root and doing a crowdfunding Cavewoman book. Nobody wants these great value Cavewoman books done by other posers. I agree. I missed one. North Free says, thanks for being honest. That's how I roll, baby. Bud works with a friend of his named Kevin, who publishes Amaral Comics, Amaral Entertainment, and he still puts Cavewoman out, but Cavewoman is drawn by somebody else. What do you want to do? I want to see Cavewoman books drawn by Bud. I like Bud's storytelling. I don't mind pinups, but nobody gets to see the pinups he does. I will be getting Bud on the show at some point, probably on the Dennis and Andy show. Bud will come on, but maybe I'll get him on mine as well. Val says, when will you invite Cecil to the channel? I got to get him on. You are correct. I must get him on. But Bud's publisher has done some Cavewoman books on another crowdfunding platform. You know the one I'm talking about. Begins with a K. I won't say its name. And but it's not Bud. And I've told Bud he needs to do his own crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. And he keeps saying he'll do it. We'll see. Hopefully he will. Guys, tell me real quick if there's an echo when I play this one. AJ Tom says, that one's good. No echo. Coming to the stage, Penumbra. She's vivacious, and her favorite song is by AC/DC, Back in Black. Here she is. Welcome to the main stage, Penumbra. I got to tell you, Val teaches me new things about technical stuff every day. Thank you so much. All right, guys, share this campaign. It's the only way to make it grow until this channel gets a few thousand subscribers like Mr. Malin's. All we can do is share it out, baby. So let's do it. Coming to the main stage. All right, guys, we are here to talk about Red Sonja Claw. This, finally, after 4 issues, AJ Tom says, I just LOL when you did the stripper announcer. Well, you know it. Penumbra is rocking that main stage. Anyhow, finally, after 4 issues, I got to draw a cover to Red Sonja Claw. I know you're thinking to yourself, wait a second. You did the miniseries and you didn't get to do a cover. You're right. I did not get to do a cover until the 4th issue, but it's better than no issue. So I gave them extra long swords to work for the composition I want to do. So this is my cover. There you have that. When the Mars River went to Mars, we got the builders of the machines instead of higher level execs. My God, man. Eastland Burkholder, thank you for joining. I hope you have subscribed. Malin mentioned that you may contribute Penumbra to one of his books. Any news on that? Not as of yet, but that would be cool. Rover, not River. There you go. Oh, Mars Rover. Yes. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's look at, here's my variant cover. Yes, I did a variant. I do like drawing extra long swords. Here's page 1. I'll be honest, panel 1 is one of my favorite panels I've done, and it's just because of all the junk I got to put in it. You know, when you're in a library back in the sword and sorcery times, you have to have a skull on a table. I think that is a must-have, along with books and bottles of weird shit. Anyhow, we're talking to our dude here, who we saw last issue, that had the hands of glorious Clawness. And, you know, his vizier, his assistant, is chatting with him. Dude gets pissed. Vizier's like, dude, don't take it out on me. That is one of my favorite faces right there. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. Trying to do this with my, all right, doesn't want to do it. Well, whatever. So there you go. At least they're not the manga anime huge phallic swords. Stabbing that P, Val says. Good Lord, man. Can't repeat that. Look, he looks worried in the last panel. Next page. Oh, this is a layout for the next page. We'll just bounce past that layout. Here's the next page. We got our man. This was another fun panel I got to draw. Up here. Look at all that crap in that panel. When people say Smith, you need to draw more backgrounds. I point them to certain things I've done and say backgrounds are a function of storytelling. And you don't necessarily need to draw tons of backgrounds in every panel. That doesn't serve the story, in my opinion. Here's the thing, guys. The more detail you put in a panel, the more the eye lingers on that panel. So if you want to move the eye quicker through a page, you can draw a little bit less backgrounds and the eye will move a little quicker through the page. But in this panel, I wanted the eye to kind of linger on our man here as he's thinking to himself. And you go through and look right here, if you can see my mouse circling right here. There is, what is this? Something being dissected. It's gross. This guy, tons of experimentation. He goes to his bookshelf, pulls out this ancient tomb, if you will. And I think in the printed book, it actually had something written on the cover, and he slaps it down on the desk so he can go through it. That's reference for the next panel. Here we go. See, I reference things. And he opens the book to this page of glyphs, and he's like, ooh, an ancient spell with a creepy hand. Ooh, interesting. I will have to do this spell, he's thinking to himself. And then we cut back to the present, and he's taken control of Claw, saying, Claw, you need to disembowel. Disembowel. Red Sonja, do my bidding, Claw. You are my bitch. What? Eastland says, morning, shared this with my 14 Facebook friends, might have no effect. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you sharing it, even if you only had one Facebook friend, because maybe that one would share it, and so on and so forth. And the next thing you know, it's a tidal wave of goodness coming my way. So thank you so much. I do truly appreciate any shares we get out there. Let's get this baby going. He throws her to the side like candy. I said candy because my name is Andy. He throws her to the side and basically says, Claw, gut this wench. I want her guts to spill. My voice is reverbing. Damn it. Well, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe it's because of how I'm talking. Is it reverbing now? I have my pop filter in front of me. I don't know. Anyhow, she's like, oh my God, he choked my throat so hard. And then Claw tilts his head like, yes. As the guy in the back says, take her out. And he's like, no, I'm taking you out. What? Double cross. She's like, oh, thank God. There's only one way I want Claw to spear me. And it's with a sword, but not the one that's made out of metal. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Let's see. We could get the number of likes to go up a bit. Just saying. I've never thrown candy. I've thrown candy into my mouth. That's the only place I throw candy. I don't like to waste it. Look at that. So he runs this guy through with his gnarly arm here. Gross. And she's like, oh, thank God, brave Claw. And then it's a double team. And I don't mean this is a double team threesome in a good way. This is not a good way for our bad guy here. Hold on, just trying to get these panels to take up the screen. Claw's like, come on, we got to take him down. They're like, all right, let's do this. They rush him. Claw uses his claw to give him an uppercut slash across the face. Across the face. She's like, I'll stab him in the leg. You take out the lower body and he's not going to be able to walk that well. So she stabs him in that meaty ass thigh that he has. And as she's doing it, her arms are pressing together, the boobages, making a nice shot of the cleavagers. Right? You know what I'm saying, guys. Swoosh, swash. And then she slashes him across the arm. This guy's not having it. Whoops. Too much. I don't know. What happens if I do this? Oh. Oh, I can just click that button. She slashes him across the shoulder. He's like, I will get you. And they're like, ha ha ha, we've got you on the ropes now, whatever your dastardly bad name is. And this guy's like, you really think you have me on the ropes? Do you really? Have you not forgot that I've read books of spells, spells from mythical books of woe, woe, woe? So basically he's saying, look at me, light up my hands of power, my orb of goodness as my wounds heal. And the camera pulls in ever slow tightly to show his healing wounds. He's a good speller, a good spell of spellers, I believe you mean. And then, is this the right page? Page 8? Hold on, I gotta look back. Page 7, yep, page 8. We turn the page and we see, damn it, we see that I can't get this in. He's throwing fireballs at these guys now. It's like, whoa, man, this guy, what is up? Then he's like, haha, you must traverse fire to get to me. Fire and pain. They're like, God damn, why don't we just get out of here? Let him burn this place down. Claw's like, shut up, wench. I must finish this deed. And he's like, really? You think you can finish this deed against me? Well, good luck with that. Bring it. Let's see. Stat Zero says, you can't stop me. I frequent the New Age section at Barnes and Noble. He sure does. Uh-oh. Claw's like, what is happening here? Claw's like, I don't need no stinking sword to kick your ass. I can kick your ass all by myself. And he's like, really? Oh, do you think so? Do you think so? He's the wizard of Hadakuna. Wizard Hadakuna. I almost thought that said Hoboken. He's the wizard of Hoboken, New Jersey. He's like, your claw will do what I say. And he's like, what? Oh my God, you are making me use my claw. And she's like, oh my God, is he going to make you monkey, spank the monkey, monkey. He's like, I don't know what he's going to make me do. Oh, he's making me tear the flesh from my face. No. And then we flash on back once again. We flash back as this dude has cut some heads off. He's cut some heads off, not heads off. Wait, no, not head offs. Stop with the Peter Gabriel. Do you know at my wedding, my wife and I's wedding song was In Your Eyes by the great Peter Gabriel. In your eyes, the lights, the heat in your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. Da-da-na-na in your eyes. Ma-na-na-na in your eyes. Because I don't know how the rest of the song goes, so I just make crap up. So they're back to reading the spells, and he's like, sorcerer, oh sorcerer, vizier, I don't need you anymore. Take the axe in your back and give me that helmet. And he puts the helmet on that makes him go laka crazy. Say anything. Dude, I have loved that song since that movie. Best Peter Gabriel song. I assume that's what you mean by PG. It is. So he casts this spell on himself that creates one crazy ass claw hand. And then he goes to bring these beasts upon him. Do we see them on the next page? I don't remember. No, I guess we do not. Maybe there's another flashback coming up. I don't remember. He's like, it was you that brought this pain upon me. And he's like, yes, it was me. Come join my side with my two crazy ass claw hands. And together we can have 3 crazy ass claw hands. And he's like, no, I will pick up my sword because now I realize I do need the sword. And he's like, do you think that sword is going to affect me? Not with this Magneto helmet on my head, it won't. And he's like, that's a Magneto helmet. I had no idea that you were into the X-Men. So am I. I started collecting with issue 8. When did you start collecting? Now they're talking about comics in this book. And he points out that the woman with you does not read funny books. And Claw's like, what? You gorgeous woman, do not read the books of comics? How can you not read the books of comics, Red Sonja? They are filled with fantasy and women with boobages and cleavages like you. You must read them as well. She's like, I do not partake because I am a very pretty woman, and pretty women do not read books of comics in this day and age. But I predict in the 2,000 years in the future, women of prettiness will read books of comics. See the stories I make up? She's like, do not speak of those books printed on newsprint. I had a dream of Claw slashing my head off way back from issue 1, if you remember that far back. And he's like, hey, it didn't really happen. I didn't cut your head off, so why don't you stop bringing that up? Oh, now Claw has 2 claw hands, and he's very muscular, with dead bodies abound. And she's like, Claw, you can't go that route. Do not go the dark route, the dark path. Pandemonium says, I keep imagining what it would look like if they were only given right claws, regardless of arm. So do I. Now we know. Wait, I've been told that comics for heterosexual white men only. What's the deal? Going by the convention I was at yesterday, that is not true. It was a very diverse convention, and I love seeing that. So there. EVS believes he can get pretty girls, women to read comics. Yep, he's gone mad with power for sure. You can do it. You can do it. Let's turn the page. Oh no, now they're fighting again. Damn it, will these two stop fighting at some point? This was a fun page. He's like, slash Adder. Adder, Black Adder. Get it? Slash an Adder. And he does cut her across her stomach there. Claw's like, yeah. And then clash with the swords here. And then she's like, God, this is so hard to do. You're so much stronger than me being a man. That's right. Men are stronger than women generally. And he's like, slash. Slash. Which also means flash. Flash. That's from Flash Gordon. If you were with me last week, you'll get that reference. One of my favorite shots right here of Red Sonja. Let's just zoom in on it. She's like, you're not going to slash me with that ugly ass arm, backing away, pushing together the boobages and cleavages. North 3 says, good shout out, Andy. Black Adder is a hilarious series. Hilarious. Here's a layout for the next page. Let's just get to the pencils. This is something I stole from John Byrne, where you tilt the panels, and when you tilt them, you still do 90-degree angles on the borders. So basically what it gives you the effect that you're just tilting the whole page and not just doing angle panel borders. So I thought that was always cool. So anyhow, he slashes at her. She jumps. She's like, thank God I used to jump rope with my girls in the neighborhood growing up. So I knew how to do this. Ronald Shaw says, anybody picking up those Defenders of the Earth NECA figures? You know, I had the chance to pick up the Phantom at Target about a month and a half ago. It was the only one they had. So I took it up to the register, and I thought it was awesome. So I took the Phantom figure up to the register and it was $30. And I was like, $30. I'm not spending $30 on this. So I put it down and left. And then I always do things backwards. I got in my car, drove home. And when I got home, I'm like, you know what? I should see what that goes for on eBay. And I look on eBay, and that same Phantom figure on eBay was going for like $45, $50 and up. And I was like, damn it. I should have bought it for $30 because that was a good deal. And then I went back to Target the next day. And like everything in my life, it was gone. Yes, that Phantom figure was gone. And it is not meant to be for Andy, unfortunately. Sad. Sad. Tales of Andy Woe not getting that Phantom figure. Anyhow, she kicks him in the face. I love the Phantom. I drew a Phantom cover. I thought I showed you guys that. Well, now I'm going to have to show you guys the Phantom art that I've done before after this page. She kicks him in the face. He smashes against the wall. We get the A shot of her as she's like, look, man, can we just stop this fighting? He's like, never. And she's like, I don't care. I can fight forever. And he's like, you're going to have to, as he's gritting his teeth. All right, let me show you guys the Phantom I did. Oh, you don't need to see that screen. You do not need to see that screen. On the Tales of Woe. I've done a couple drawings of the Phantom. I did a cover for the company that produces the Phantom, and I even colored it myself. And then when the book came out, they had it recolored, and I thought it looked pretty bad. So I don't have the recolor. I just have mine. I can show you if I can find it. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. It's not under P, so hopefully it's under the, as in T, as my files are alphabetical. Yes, it is. Well, wouldn't you know? All right, let's see. Is this the TIFF? JPEG. Open with. So yes, here's a Phantom cover I did. I colored this. If you ever find the one they colored, it's bad because they put these really bright white highlights on his costume. So the costume did not look like cloth. It looked like shiny material, which I don't believe Phantom's costume is. So I did the swords in the foreground nice and simple. So they would be knocked out. You know, I did the swords in the foreground very simple in the line work and then colored them really flat just so you would pay more attention to the Phantom figure in the background. I tried to give the most center of attention to his face and the woman, because that is where the center of attention is. Oh, that's a nice. Val says, this looks like it was colored by Kyle Ritter. Well, thank you. That's a great compliment. It was not. It was colored by me, and this was drawn back in 2008. So I did this 13 years ago. Like I said, I love the Phantom, one of my favorite characters. I would love to draw a Phantom story. And this is the best I got. And then I'll show you guys, like I said, a pinup I did. So I tried to give it a nighttime feel. The printed book, they went with daytime with more gaudy colors. I just, like I said, I'm glad I got to draw it. But the printed book is just bad. Let's see. That's not it. Here's a Phantom drawing I did in 2011. So obviously a little more recent. I drew him with his wolf dog. I think I might have done this when I heard Graham was leaving the comic strip, and before they got another artist to draw it. And they eventually went with my buddy Paul Ryan. And unfortunately, Paul Ryan passed away, and then Mike Manley picked it up, and he's been doing it ever since. This was done maybe in a sketchbook. Here's the color to it that I did. Let's see that. Okay, that's something else. So yeah, so this is the color I did. I did a little bit of rendering on the doggy here. Not too much, but I want to keep the Phantom nice and flat purple. Oh, Val, thank you very. Oh, AJ, love it. Thank you. Val says, love the wolf looks awesome. Thank you. Seriously. Oh, I believe you, buddy. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Phantom. I did them simple because I love the way Cy Berry draws the Phantom. Nice and simple. I still give more detail than what Cy Berry does, but I still, I kept it pretty simple because I like what Cy Berry does, that artist, when he drew the Phantom. So there you go. Trip down Phantom Lane, memory lane. So anyhow, back to Red Sonja Claw. We're wrapping it up, guys. We're on page 14. Layout for the next page. Here's the pencils for that page. This fight took place in this hallway. He's back here like, yes, fight it out for me. Who will win? Whoever wins, I shall take into my bedroom and savage them. That's perfect, Phantom. Love the classic color. Thank you very much. Looks like Don Newton's Phantom to me. Instant buy. Oh, my God. Don Newton's Phantom work was so good. So good. So he's slash, cut some of her hair off. You want to piss off Red Sonja, cut some of her hair off. And then he crashes the ground. He is so strong. His sword brought up rocks. He picks up a piece of rock. He's like, you know what? I'm going to chuck some rock at you. Throws it at her. She dives out of the way. Look at this feminine, gorgeous Red Sonja diving out of the way. She would kick that butch-ass Tila all over the place. Turn the page. It's coming to it. Dun, dun, dun. We're getting to the end of the fight. They're parrying, if that's the right word to use for when people are sword fighting and they parry. I don't know. He's coming at her. He swings, gets her leg. He's like, yes, this is awesome. There's nothing better than this fight. Now he's standing over her. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Oh my God, I'm going to cry. North Free says the 90s Batman movies were goth art nouveau. Should have stayed that way. Bless Tim Burton. They were great. And then Christopher Nolan said Batman takes place in Chicago. Not Gotham, but Chicago. So we've got him here. Look at this. He's like, I'm going to give you the death blow. The death blow. You know what? Looking back on this, giving myself a little critique, this leg is a little short. It should come out to probably here, but that's okay. I'm not perfect. Oh no! She jumped up and chopped his arm off. She chopped his arm off. AJ Tom says Robin Hood Daphne knows how to parry. Oh. Look at that. She chopped it off. She's like, you're not. Nope. That arm is gone. Pow. Chop. So big splash page, chopping an arm off with her uppercut. Gross. And then the arm grabs her around the neck. What the hell? It is like that movie where the arm comes to life. It's like, yes, I still control the appendage. She's like, well, if this arm can do magical things by itself, what do I need you guys for? I'm just going to take this arm home with me. Christopher, let's rent a helicopter and fly around the regular boring city of Nolan. Oh, it's true. Joker. Not Joker. He's like, oh, you think that would hurt, but I actually feel pretty good. Now I'm coming after you, punk. And he stabs the arm off of her neck. Skewer. And she's like, oh, thank you, Claw. Thank you so much. God, I love drawing big shots of Red Sonja. Holy crap, that's so fun. And then he tosses it onto the ground like the meat that it is. It's like, thunk, the blood dripping off. He chucks his sword. He's like, I've had about enough of you, pal. Chunk, right in the head, pins him against the wall. Dun, dun, dun. Ka-chunk. If I could draw this panel over, I would have drawn this hand up and over here to fill this space better, make a cleaner silhouette, gave it some more perspective. So see, guys, I like pushing things in the foreground, and you've got this nice perspective here with the wall. But if I would have redrawn this hand coming out and hitting right, the hand here, a lot bigger, really in the foreground with your face, and then the arm travels back in perspective, that would have been so much cooler, and it would have driven us back in perspective to the hall and stuff. That just would have been a lot cooler. I did give a slight tilt to the panel, so there is a nice tilt to it as well. But, whatever. And he's like, oh, that hurts. That will give me a splitting headache. And they're like, are you serious? Is this guy seriously alive still? Good God, kill the brain. What the hell? Uh-oh. Claws picked up the axe of power. What's he going to do? Let's find out. We don't find out. This is how we find out. We don't need to see it. We just cut to a fire. Oh, man. Claw did a little bit of chopping. Chopped his head off, chopped his arms off. You've got Claw's arm in there. This dude's 2 arms in his head. Burning. This panel came out really cool in color with the fire. Everybody's cheering. Yeah, burn that bitch. Burn him down. Of course, there's a kid that's like, yeah, as much as I want to look at Sonja. They're like, everybody is happy now. Everybody's happy. Trying to make the panel a little bigger. Look at that. Get some depth going on. There we go. There we go. It's a happy fire. It's weird. I'm looking at it, so I can look at this stuff on my Cintiq in front of me, and I look up, and I see it on my computer screen, so I see what you guys see. And it's weird. Seeing it on my screen, like you guys are seeing it from my eye, really gives everything more depth when I do these shots that have real good foreground, middle ground, and background. So that's just weird. I don't know. But I love Sonja. She's looking a little pissed, arms crossed. I like the dude in the background with his arm on his mom's shoulder. Like, we can come out of the house now. Everything's happy. She's like, burn it down, as they burn down the dude's tower. She's still just not happy. This was a fun shot through the flames. It looks like she's bitching out Claw for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, look, honey, you guys saved the day. Page 21. Little breakdown here. Actually, I'll zoom in on this. You can see the breakdown of a horsey. A horsey. So she's like, you know what? I got to get on out. Keep me my horse. Oh, she's threatening him for some reason. Don't know why. Here you can see that I reduced her down. She was probably too big on the horse. Here's a breakdown layout of his figure. You see the horse breakdown. You see, I haven't drawn horses in a long time, but once I started drawing them again, I definitely had the way that you break them down with these basic shapes for like the shoulder girdle and where the front legs come out. Basically, the shoulder comes to here. The upper leg is short and comes from here to here. So that's kind of like the horse's upper arm humerus, elbow, forearm of the horse. This is the horse's wrist, and then this is actually his hand and toe, back of the horse. Sonja probably has cooties at the least that he knows what's up. That's true. Sonja is almost always pissed. Wouldn't be Sonja Adventure. God damn, you're right. I had to take a call. Just heard you say she's bitching out Claw, but didn't know he was married. Did he forget to take out the trash? He did. Let's go to the final page for this. Oh, look at the rendering and stuff I did. It's Claw. Claw. So yeah, I don't know what her dialogue is. She's taking her sword out though, because she's definitely putting it in his face. So yeah, I don't know what he did to piss her off. This would have been real fun to see inked, but we go here, down to here. Everything's coming here, down to her here. I love this shot of her riding off on the horse. He's like, bye, bye. The shadowing I did on this horse and stuff was fun as it gallops off. And then we get to page 22. And oh no. Page 22, he's looking at her gallop off. I love this back shot over the shoulder. Did some nice... Dr. Crow says, first stream and I'm greeted with music. Well, Dr. Crow, thank you for joining the stream. You know, when somebody new joins, we like to give them a rousing welcome. And also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and being here. Back to the story at hand. She's galloping off. I like the back shot here. I like the hard lighting I did on him. This would be a fun page to see inked. He's like, why am I getting a jingly feeling on my wrist? He undoes it. I like drawing close-ups of hands every now and then, just because they're fun. He's very well manicured, by the way. Oh, did you miss it? God, I don't want you to miss the welcome. So, yeah, of course you can get it. Those were the boobages and cleavagers. They are my neighbors, if you will. So anyhow, yeah, I like drawing close-ups of hands every now and then. I like the rendering on this bandage. Stuff like that's fun. He's like, I did this in 2 panels. So first panel, he's like, oh no, what are we looking at? Oh no. He's got that baby little hand like that chick from SNL, Christine Wiig, played. I like this face, thought the face came out well. The expression and stuff. Then we come up here, see his gnarly little hand. Growing back. So yeah, so that's fun. Fun little Claw action. And Claw, the miniseries I did, picks up right after this. So I think in order of things, my next stream, oh, Dr. Crow, you jokester, you jokey guy. Oh, darn it. Can I get it about 8 or 9 more times? Is there anybody here who knows YouTube SEO? Nope. So I think the next stream I will show that issue of Frankenstein I did. And then if you guys are loving the land of the savage, the land of sword and sorcery, I think after that issue of Frankenstein I did, we'll dive into Claw in that 6-issue series. I remember some of this you worked with Chuck. Yes, Chuck Dixon wrote it. I drew it. 6 issues of Claw. I think that'll be a fun dive for us to do. I know what he's thinking. I bet it looks huge in that baby hand. Oh, dude, first thing he did was, oh, let's go to Pound Town on myself. Ew. Grossy gross. So I think that is what the next thing we'll do is Frankenstein. Make sure that's yep, that was the last page. I just want to see something else here. Well, I'm trying to, here we go. Trying to move something on my screen. I've got to actually find that Claw stuff. I'm not exactly sure where it is because it's not there. There's my Frankenstein stuff. I think that's my Frankenstein stuff. Let's see. Yes, that is Frankenstein. Let's see. Give you guys a tease of the Frankenstein stuff. Because I'm a pal. Let's see. I'm wondering if what EVS is correct, and YouTube will promote this channel more if some of the videos will be pre-recorded rather than streams. Oh, search engine optimization. Ah. Cobra Kai never dies. Yes, it never does. Adelson Rice, come on over to YouTube and subscribe, and then feel free to watch it on Facebook. They bury you with too many streams. That's weird. I own a Doug Monkey Christian Almy page. Love that character and can't wait to see Andy's Frank. That'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow. The Frankenstein will come out tomorrow. 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 Because the bigger search will be for my claw stuff, because I thought it was in a certain folder and it's not. So I will have to find that stuff. I think I might know where it is. So I'm kind of being a little punk now and trying to find it. Oh man, what is that? What is that? My eye. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I got a bit of goobage in my eye. Joe Catapano. Well, hello, Joe. Thank you for joining. With Andy would be maybe pre-recorded, then have a follow-up stream. Like pre-record this type of stuff? Oh, I also did some stuff for the Dable brothers. That's not what I'm looking for. No, I got some Flash stuff I could show. God, I'm really annoyed that I don't know where that claw stuff is. Oh, hold on. And I found it. Oh, okay. So I have found the claw work. I now know where it is. I can just do something here. Excuse me. Excuse me. While I kiss the sky. Do do do. Do 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 do. Excuse me while I eat this fly. Oh, my fingers won't reach that far. All right, guys. I said I'd show you a hint of what's that? That's what she said. He could cut some of these clips from the live streams and it would work. That's true. Oh, my art's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Here's a page I'll show you. Here's page 1 of Flashpoint. Okay, so guys, it was the limited series Flashpoint Frankenstein. It was issue 3. The main artist could not continue, so they called me in to help out. Let's see. You've got some ideas, but Andy seems to improv fly by the seat of his pants style. I do improv fly. I just don't know about the pre-recorded stuff. I kind of feed off your guys' energy. Let me zoom in here. So this takes place in a real long time ago, is the best I can say. They're in this old style lab, so no high-tech equipment. He's juicing this guy. This cat's like, no, don't do this to me. I don't remember if I made this lab up or I had reference for it. This was fun. He's giving him a little shot of heroin, maybe. So maybe some after-type pre-recorded content like pop culture commentary, the way EVS Shane and others do it. Just with streams, YouTube is shadow banning this channel. How do you know they're shadow banning? I mean, I'm not saying they're not. Oh man, I got something in my eye. But I mean, do we know that for sure? I just don't know. I did your detailed background explanation earlier in the stream. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing pre-recorded stuff where I have the camera angled down on like a comic, and I just kind of flip through a comic and give you my assessment of it. That could be cool. I did a pre-recorded stream of my Batman sketchbook where I went through and showed all the art from the sketchbook. It's the blank Batman book that DC put out, and I went through and drew a different shot of Batman on every page in the book. And I did a camera down angle of that. It was about 2 minutes long. So I could do that. I don't know what yes is. Are you saying yes to being shadow banned, you think? Or are you saying yes to I should do pre-recorded videos with the camera facing down on a comic book and just giving my take on that book? So give me which one you're saying yes to. That makes everyone more popular, but we don't know how busy Andy is in regular life. Oh, I think I got that right. IRL, regular life, pretty busy. Anyhow, so this was cool. He's like, what is that you're shooting into me? Is that the COVID vaccine? What are you doing there? And I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I have it. Just joking around. He's like, shh, it'll be okay. And then we look past him to this chick in a tank. What's this chick doing in a tank? I don't know. I am going to bounce to page 2. Oh, that's page 2. Okay, quick, get away from it. I want to show you guys. Actually, Keith Champagne did the inks on that Frankenstein stuff. And I just want to see. I'll show you one page of the inks from that stuff. Oh, it was right here. Keith inks. Oh, I thought I had it. Let's see. This is page 1 showing you guys the inks. So this is Keith Champagne on inks. Okay, let's see. Val says, I prefer the live streams too, but it's not helping. He needs more people in this channel, so more people will back up for. I agree. So here we have him lying on the table. Like I said, these inks are by the Mr. Keith Champagne, as he likes to be called, Sippo Champagne. Yeah, I like Keith's inks. Look at, oh, ow. He's like, ow. It's like, don't you worry, my friend. Everything's going to be okay, dokey. So there's that, guys. That is tomorrow on the stream. I'll deep dive into that more. But for now, let's see. This is not something I'm suggesting for me. Oh, no, I hear you. That's Andy's buddies Dennis territory in their collective DNA channel. Yeah, no, he does that. I'm not looking at doing. Okay, so here's the difference. Wait, that's not. Oh, damn it. Maybe pre-record the comic book reviews. Okay, so what I would do is different. I wouldn't be talking about, like Dennis does current stuff that just came out, right? That's Dennis's territory, is reviewing new books, because Dennis does buy a lot of books. He likes to review them. If I do a flip through, it would be of older books, Silver Age books, and things like that I would go through and talk about. So maybe an old Don Newton Batman, and I'd be looking at it from the art standpoint. I wouldn't reread it so I could do a review of the story. I would just be talking about the art and what I liked about it. So I might do that. I'd like some anatomy tutorials. Yeah, I mean, if you look at older videos on my YouTube channel, I have time-lapse drawings of I do. I should do what's most popular, not what just a few of us want. Yeah, I mean, it's just finding what's popular, you know. Critique stream, like if I gave you sequential arts, that's something you'd be willing to do, or you've been burned in the past. No, I mean, I haven't been burned in the past by that. Yeah, retro comic reviews is what I'm talking about, because that's what you got to do, what juices you up, right? And I don't buy a lot of brand new books anymore. I like older stuff. So I'd rather do streams of older stuff. You know, just aim the camera straight down and be like, boom, this is a book that I enjoyed as a kid, or even from the 90s when I was in the business that I bought, and talk about what I enjoyed about it. So maybe I'll do those. Quick question. What's this How to Draw a Superhero sketchbook that I found on Amazon? Does that have different material than Drawing Dynamic Comics? Basically, do I need to get it? One, I would buy it for me. Nothing against Amazon, but I would buy it from moi right here. I can show you where. Here, I can show you a little bit about it. Give me a second here. Oh my God, that hurts. I cannot bend like that. I just did AAA when I meant to do WWW. Brand new comics suck anyway. It's just not what I want to do. So my website, go to shop, scroll down some of this stuff. That is sold. I got to take that off. That's sold. I got to update this. Wait, I think that's sold. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I sold that. That Black Panther sold. Wow, I have to update this. So here we have some stuff on my website. Hold on. Gotta keep going. Where is it? There it is. So here's what you're asking about. North Free says, damn it, critiquing old comics would be cool. Andy would love to see Kirby Steranko, Neil Adams, and the like on this channel. Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that is what I'll do, because I'm trying to figure out how to do a stream that's only like, you know, short, like less than 10 minutes, flipping through a comic that I really love. So maybe that's what I'll do. So this is it. How to draw superheroes. Let me zoom in on this. Oops, definitely the wrong button. So this is a book that you draw right in. Every page in the book, there's text. Not on every page, but there is text. But you basically, sorry for the dark photo, you basically draw over. Here's a great example. So you'll see a drawing in blue and you'll draw over top of it in pencil. So the whole pitch behind this book is all you need is your pencil and imagination. You draw over my pre-drawn pencil drawings. And the drawings get harder. As the book moves on, you kind of take the training wheels off. So what I mean by that is, who I don't know who's calling me, so I'll hang up on that. What I mean by that is I'll do fuller drawings in the beginning of the book, and then as the book progresses and you get better, there's less of my drawing and more that you have to fill in over the blue pencil. I kind of hope that describes it pretty good. As you can see, it's $25. You can buy it from my website, and then it'll take you to how to pay. I'll get an email, and I would ship it to you that way. The book's 191 pages. It's 5.75 by 8.5. So, you know, give that a look-see, if you will, and let me know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, guys. That is it for today. I've got to go wake my kid up. She has work very soon. So once again, guys, thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much. Remember to back First Man if you haven't. The new people that joined the show, Adelson Rice, back First Man. If you like my art, you will love this book. Superhero fun at its finest. So please back this book, everybody. The more it grows, the more stretch goals I can give you. So let's get this book going. First Man Volume 2. Guys, until tomorrow. That's a smart idea. And how to book, Andy. Most people start drawing by tracing when they're young. yeah, so check it out, guys. I think it's a very good how-to sketchbook. Everybody else, and everybody in general, I should say, have a great week. Please remember, I'm always bringing this back, and I will see you guys tomorrow with Frankenstein.
Get your sexy on. I'm bringing sexy back.